Okay, so let's start. I'm going to attempt to automate this particular process, the Nexon Commission. This is the original Kiwi article to do this, to process the Nexon Commission. It's basically long process and manual process, opening access database, browsing to tables, copying tables of access, copying and pasting to Excel, and then Excel copying and editing, manipulating rows, and then cutting and pasting to other tabs, and then going back to access database, running reports, copying the results set to access to Excel tabs, and then report it, send the report to the financial analyst or financial team. At least in this article, we have 17 steps and it's quite detailed. So no room for mistakes here. Once you made a mistake, you need to start from all over again. So I'm going to apply Codex, an AI-assisted tool, so that I can create an automation solution that very non-invasive, meaning I will not modify access database. I will not modify the global database, the Nexon database, and manipulating the Excel that we need. So this is a high level. Based on this article, 17 steps, I made a flow diagram just to have like an overview and easier to trace what is happening. So basically, I made this months ago, trying to determine what steps to take. This is likely for me, not an official document. So this is for me so that I have clarity of what's going on. So based from that, I made an application using Codex. So I call it Nexon Commission Manager. So these new renewals are the first step. If I click this, I will go to this setup Nexon info, and I can send it by Outlook. So for now, for example, this is one modification to before. If I open this is the Excel. Rates table is empty. Org info is empty. New renewals is empty. So I'm gonna close this. If I go to new renewals, create a new, starting in the process by submitting it to the financial team. So initially, I have to fill up one tab, which is new renewals. So if I click this, new renewals, I wanna get the new renewals live fraud. So this will connect to global fraud database, SQL Server, starting November 1st. So if I click run renewals, we have 102 records, right? So if we can verify that, this here, I run this, I'm getting 102 records. So consolidated edition of New York. Okay, if I go back there, so how I have 102. It's the same data from SQL Server. Now, if I click Save to Excel, that means it will go to the Excel that I opened earlier. So I'm clicking that. So it said, so if I go to the files, if I open this, I will see the new renewals. But before we do that, we also go to org info. Org info, if I click this, it will export records from access database to Excel, meaning the same file I'm targeting. So if I click this, over 180 records went to files. So let's verify that. This is our commission. So this is the access. So org info has 180 records. So 180. So that means we're good. I'm going to close that. Org info, we have 180. If I click this, oh, it's already read. Now we're going to fill up the rates. Export Okay, higher for 14,000. So now if we go to files and open this, now we have a rates tab which it should be have 14,000. Yeah, 14,000. And art info is filled up automatically. 181. For new renewals, a query from global database has 102. So this is ready to be sent to financial team. Yeah. So if I click, if I'm satisfied, I can click send via Outlook, and then it will open this with the attachment, and then this is item. I have default message there, and then I put my name and then copy whoever, maybe IIS, and then send it to Team Roy. So that's it. That's a sample of the functionality. That is stage 1. So team, based on this, so we are in here. So now we sent the access rates and access org info and a renewal. So when we send that, then we can start now on the first step. So the first step is commission detail. So that means here you will fill up the add of Excel by using this one. We have save to Excel, example commission topics. I put this bill period parameter, and then I click this, it will populate the report, just like what happened on the other file. So this will be populated. I made it earlier, so I open this. So basically that report from Report Manager tab will populate everything here. Summary, detail, term brokers, previews, withholdings. So this currently is in test. So I am testing the reliability of the query results. Once that is good or have been tested and have confidence, I might train IS how to use this so that we will be able to utilize this. So to demo, for example, I want to, in commodity sales, for now it's the records are coming from Excel file, which is the existing steps. So we query it from database, save it to Excel file, and then or save the result sets to Excel file, and Excel file copy back to Access database for updates. So we don't need to do that because we can work on using this. This is Streamlit, by the way. So Streamlit is the normal use of Streamlit is for data science team to demonstrate the models that they're creating. For now, for simplicity, I create a Streamlit application just for functionality purpose. So no bells and any flashes here, just functionality. For example, in commodity, I want to use SQL to populate instead of from Excel. So we're gonna need a query. For example, here, commission detail is I want this result is the same as the one in Excel. We are attempting to append this record to Access database. What we're gonna do is we can just have here on, I can say in, so right now I'm in Codex and this is the code, but I'm trying to add functionality. So in commodity sales, so I put this for clarity. So that tokens will not count as 2 tokens. So it should be 1 because it's commodity sales. It will be easier for AI to read that. So in commodity sales tab, add a panel name. This is the name of the panel. import commodity sales from global database temp. And then within the panel, add 3 date parameters. Namely, our date parameters are, we have month end, billing close, month start, and month end. So we can use that. Billing close, month start, and month end. And when the user pick the date parameter from calendar, translate the date to numeric, like example 2025 11/01 to 2025 11/01, so that SQL query can be, so that before passing to SQL query parameters, analyze this SQL file and gonna point where is that SQL file and use it query the table. Use the same connection string from variable, which is, we have existing variable. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen. So it's using model GPT 5.1 Codex Max. So we can change that or yeah, depending. So what's gonna happen is, I have a running Streamlit here. So this, it will add an additional panel here with import commodity sales from global prod. So when it's done, we can refresh the page and go there. But I'm waiting for, this is just in analysis stage. This is the plans. And then it will come up with a code, and then I will approve it if I am satisfied, and then it will automatically update the Python file. So you can see here, it's now on analyzing the code, and then in the parameters, planning parameterized SQL import. So designing parameterized SQL loading function. So it's a lot of convenience if you know what you're doing. So I basically choose Streamlit and Python because I am familiar with it, but basically C# and other languages are also possible. I think I saw some, but because I use Python because it's have rich libraries that are available in public. So basically it's very rich in functionality, so it's compared to other languages because of the larger community. So basically Python can do anything, and yeah, because sacrificing the performance because there are a lot of languages that are more faster than Python, but functionality wise I prefer Python. So let's wait for, okay, I'm gonna pause the video, and once the permission requests appear, I will continue the video. Okay, now it's done. We stop here, so it says run. So it's trying to design it. So the AI Codex. So planning, identifying, clarifying, scheduling, designing, reviewing, and then planning, more planning, and then preparing the code. So now this is the code that planned to be inserted on the existing PY of Python file. I will click this to approve the changes. Let's see. Now it's applying the changes. and then it will comment like a summary. Okay, so there's a new following the plan. So the plan being executed. So it's working UI, date handling. Okay, another change, proposal, and going to update. So updating the plan status so that the Codex know what are the list of done tasks that has been done and the remaining one or outstanding. Okay, I'm gonna pause again so that to save time. Oh, it's done. So it said it added this derived from this SQL. Okay, now we can go and refresh our page. It's running in local refresh. Let's go to commodity sales. You should see something. Okay, import commodity sales. Oh no, not this one. Okay, this is the wrong position. I should be lower than this. So this is the. But anyway, I will do that later. I will just a positioning. It should be here. I did not specifically say that the position of that, but we have the date. So based on other tabs, it knows that the report date should be the last day of the previous month. And then for the billing close is that month end 11/30. So let's see if we can pick from that. Okay, so it's loaded this. We have 1480 rows. Okay, this is 1480. So when we run that. So yeah, basically it. That's basically it. And if I click this, I will not click it now because I need to preserve my records, and then because if I click this, it will add the records to the Access database. I'll do that later. So this is just a demo. Okay. So that's it. Thank you.